So far, we completed the sign up, sign in, splash screen, and the car listing in the home page. So now here is a plus button is there. When I click on the plus button, I want to add a car from the application. Okay. For adding the car, what is the fields is required? Now we can see this is our postman. In the postman, we require the image of the car, name, brand, year, fuel type, transmission, address, how much amount per day, and description of the car. So these are the information we need to fill from the mobile application to create the screen for fill the all the information. In the screen, we have to identify the which is the text field, which is the button, which is the image widget. Okay, to picture a widget. Okay, so now let's go to the Microsoft. Now I'm see till now these are the completed. These features are done. Now this is in progress. In the add car, what are the fields is required? Name, name, brand, name, brand, year, fuel type. Now we can see brand we can enter from the text field. Name also we can enter from the text field. Come to the year also we can enter from the text field. Fuel, maybe we can load as a fuel type is a drop down. Okay, instead of enter, we can put a drop down. Here fuel type is a drop down. And transmission also drop down is automatic or manual, right? And address is a text box and description also text box. Price per day also text box. Clear? So and here come to the image. This image will take a picture from the camera or gallery. Okay. So here these are the inputs here in the text in the sign in the form of the add car. Text box is there, drop down is there, image taking the image widget is there. That image widget is taking the picture, upload image. So taking the picture from the camera or gallery and upload the image. Okay, this is a postman. Already we tried a previous video. We tried this one. I'm able to add the car here. That car is available in the get all cars. You can send the this API will retrieve all the cars here. Now see, these are the latest we added this car along with the picture also there. So already this car and for cars list already we display on the screen. Already this API is done. Only thing is we need to add a car. For this, let's go to the add car feature. So login done, home and cars done. Now come to the add car. In the add car, this is our screen. In the screen, in the screen, load the text boxes, drop down, image widget. This is about the add car. While adding the car, what is the required fields is required to upload the car. Now let's go to the Figma. In Figma, there is a multiple screens is there. Instead of this multiple screen, I will create a one screen and there is a create a form. First of all, the name of the car, brand of the car, year, and the color also we can write a color also. What is the fuel type, transmission type, seat capacity we can enter or not required because of in my postman collection I added few fields only. Okay, we are not working the real time application. This is for the testing, right? So that's why I added few things only here. Brand, here maybe if you want to color field is not there, fuel type is there, transmission type is there, address, price per day, and description, and upload image. Upload image. These are the things we need to implement design the screen first, then implement the API calls and write a logic in the V model repository, create a repository, and the repository talk with the API service. Scaffold. In the scaffold, there is a app bar is there. App bar. App bar as a title. Title is text is add car semicolon. Directly we are passing as a add car as a constant. This is add app bar. Contain the body. Let's create a column. Okay. So this column will wrap with the size box. Instead of the container, we can use the size box. The width of the column is w dot infinity. Okay. So here in the column, the children's are. So how many text field? We have the already input text field, right? Input text form field. The in text is what is the name controller? Okay, car name, right? Final tested controller. This is name controller. This name controller I'm passing to the here. Okay, enter, enter name of the car. Okay, and what is the next is let's design first with the input text field. Then we'll decide the we'll use the drop down component. Okay, and other one is the final tested controller brand controller. Enter brand of the car, and here brand controller. Next one is year. Okay, final year controller. Enter year controller. After this, fuel type is a drop down, transmit type is a drop down, address is a input component. Okay, so address is address. Final tested controller, address controller. So in the address control, maybe multiple lines is there. In this, let's see, there is max lines is there. Okay, so I want this address should be max line up to 5 lines. Okay, where is that? Sorry. Input text state controller, text font controller, interest, enter address of the car, where is located. Okay, address controller. In the coming classes, address I will pick up from the Google map. I will add later that one. Okay, address of the car and the price and description. Okay, the price and description. Price and description. Let's copy the two. Enter price of the car per day. Address max line is 5 lines. Price of the car and the price, and other one is description. Enter description of the car. Description also I will load 5 lines. So finally there is a button widget. Already we have the button widget. Title of the car is add car, and on pressed, when I click on this button, we'll call the API. Okay, this is a form. So where is the routes? Already in the route space, we define all the routes. For now, let's load the initial route is add car. Okay, so initial route is the add car. Now this add car skin is loaded now. Let's run the application. Let us run. We don't have any gap. That's why we didn't see any differentiation between that. So let's add a gap between the each component. Sized box, height. Let's put a common component common height between the each widget. Okay, height, height. Yeah, some gap is there in the between is each one. Let's add some padding to the. We can send a width also. If you want, you can send a width of the button width. We can send button width also. If you want that button width based on the uh, screen width, and we can get a media query. We can apply the button width here also. Let's design. Let's give the button width 300. Now let's change it to the button is now taking the width of the from the this property. You see some gap is added here. Let's add a background color of the scaffold. I don't know. It's applied a white color. I didn't see properly now. Let's add a background color. Colors. Let's add a white now. Or no. Now it looks good, right? And let's add a background color for the app bar also. Background color for the app bar. No, this is add car. So here, still same issue. The keyboard is overlapped and is not a scroll. For this, we'll add inside the single child scroll view. Okay. Now reload this application. Now see, automatically it's going up. Okay. This is the form. What is the left here? So the left, this is done. Name, brand, year, address, price, description is done. Only thing is the fuel type and transmit type is pending. Okay. So that is we'll add a drop down here. Okay. So for the drop down, we need to create a component, or else directly we can use the drop down button here. Okay. So instead of writing here, let me create a separate component for the drop down. That drop down I will use here. Okay. Let's finish the design first. Then we'll go to the implementation part. In the widget, create a reusable component for button. Okay. So in this video, till now in this video, we cover the what is the fields is required. We discussed the what is the fields is required to upload the video, and I tested this API in the Postman. I'm able to add a car and will get a proper response as created. And now and created a partially created a screen with help of our reusable widget we created previously. And here this is a form. Currently this form is loaded. And next video, I'm going to create a drop down component. That drop down, I will use the drop down for the fuel type and transmission type. I will load here. I will cover the next video.